Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. How to read someone's mind. Whatever you do, do not try this at home. Can I get a hello there? When I say mind reader, what pops into your mind? Probably a street magician asking you to pick a number from 1 to 10, you say 7, and they still get it wrong. I'm talking about a very different kind of mind reading that can help us all become our greatest versions, form better connections with people. And a lot of times we think of mind reading being about control, manipulation. Actually, mind reading in its highest form is about forming more intimacy with someone else. It is where you both create more liberation through an authentic connection together. Now, can you look at someone and through their words, emotions, body language, know their mental terrain, their mental mindset? This is what we call empathetic accuracy. Now, if you are an intuitive empath, you can naturally do this. Sometimes you pick up a bit too much of what someone else is going through. But is it accurate? Let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. It first starts with spending more time with that person. If you want to be a better mind reader, move in with that person. See what they're like on a Friday, on a Wednesday. Spending time with someone is very important. Why? Because now you get to see how they behave in different situations. You get to see what they're going through. At certain times in their life, this is what we call in psychology the acquaintanceship effect. So if you spend 1 month with someone, you're going to be a better mind reader with them compared to if you spend 3 seconds with them. Sometimes you've been in a relationship with someone for 2 years and you still don't know who the hell they are. Who are you? No comment. But it helps because that forms more intimacy. Now you can empathize with what they're going through because you have that information. You're not a complete stranger. The second tool is through body language. Over 90% of communication is non-verbal. What are they doing with their forehead? Please look at that. Is their forehead creased? Maybe they're stressed. Yes, they are, because they worked a 12-hour shift. That's a lot. What are they doing with their face? How is their body language, their posture? The great social psychologist Amy Cuddy talked of high power poses like this. You got your arms stretched out. You got your feet up on the table. You're walking around with your head held up high. You've got full confidence. Now what happens on a molecular level is that testosterone increases. You see primates in the wild show their dominance through this. Their cortisol levels decrease. Someone who is in a low power pose, maybe like this, hunched over, their cortisol levels increase. So they have more stress in their bodies. So just by looking and observing at someone's posture, you can tell if they are stressed or not. And it's very simple to do, even through someone's breathing. Are they breathing deep from the base of their spine? It means they're more relaxed. Or are they breathing very shallow and fast? Once again, that's a key indicator that they may have a lot on their plate. Back away. Back away. But also, look at the face. I say the body never lies. People say the eyes are the windows to the soul. But what about the pupils are the windows to the mind? And this is fascinating because through pupil observation, you can actually know what someone is going through mentally. A lot of psychological studies have been done on this. For instance, when you are thinking too hard, what's going to happen? Your pupils are going to dilate. The great psychologist Hess showed this. He asked people very difficult questions, and he saw how their pupils would just dilate. Because if I was to ask you, okay, what do I say at the beginning of my videos? Oh, peace, that's easy. But if I was to ask you, I want you to name me 5 books on rocket science, watch how your pupils just grow larger and larger. But he also saw that when the brain is overloaded, the pupils actually constrict. So whenever you see someone who has a lot of problems going on in their life, look at their pupils, and you're going to find their pupils constricting. Also, through showing people pictures of injured people, he saw that they were shocked, so their pupils widened, but then they constricted because they wanted to avoid seeing those kinds of images. So whenever we have this avoidance going on in our lives, you know what someone's going through. What about if you are showing interest? White, the great psychologist, said that this is a great way to know through people's pupils what they really think of you. For instance, if you like someone, you're talking to them. You see, many people these days, we don't have enough eye contact. And that's the real secret to becoming a better mind reader. White actually, he read 3 books, different extracts. One book was about eroticism. The other book was about mutilation. The other book was just neutral information. And at first, he saw people's pupils widen because once again, you're curious. It's something new. But he said that people's eyes, their pupils, only remained widened when they showed interest in whatever he was reading. So let's put that into a very practical example. Attraction, dating. If you want to know if someone is into you, if you want to know if someone is interested in you, look at them in the eyes. Don't be afraid. If you see their eyes dilating, that's a good thing. Also, if someone is turning you on, or you're turning them on, their pupils are going to dilate. So we can tell so much because the eyes reveal our innermost secrets. Also, another tool that's helped me is from the voice. Now, if you are a singer, you know when you can't sing to your best, you're going to hear it. But the voice tells our emotional state and our mental state in a very clear way. The tone of our voice, the pitch, the pace, how fast are we speaking? If someone is speaking very fast, really fast, what's going to happen? That's showing us maybe they are agitated at something. If they are speaking in a more slower, calm way, it means that they have more inner relaxation at that moment in time. But I say it's never what people say, it's the energy behind that matters. What kinds of words are they using? Yes, that's important. But more so, what kind of energy are you extracting from the words they are saying? Because it's all mental. Everything is mental. Everything is energy. And that's the biggest clue. Just listen. Once you become a better listener, you become a better mind reader. Also, whenever you can relax, because we have mirror neurons. When someone smiles, you want to smile back. When someone is grumpy, we naturally want to act grumpy. So if you want to become a better mind reader, you have to make sure you are relaxed, because once you are relaxed, people can open up to you. In ancient times, you had oracles. People used to go and consult with them because they could read their minds. Why? Because they weren't full of anxiety. They were in total peace. For instance, if you are very tense when you are around someone, what happens? They now actually mirror your tension. So therefore, it makes it harder for them to open up to you. So you will never know what's really going on in their mind. But once you are relaxed, now you become more receptive to whatever they have to tell you. And lastly, whenever you just ask, it's very simple to do. Guesswork. I think you're going through some problems. See what they say. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Now, it's easier to become a better mind reader. Because once again, you have to ask and then it's given to you. Because if you just assume, oh boy, you are going to be guessing for days. But once you tap into your natural intuition, just ask. And more times than not, the more we ask and we follow our intuition, we are usually right. And then the person says, gosh, yeah, how did you know? How did you know? And now they just reveal more and more. So in a nutshell, that is how to become a better mind reader. Just realize that it's all about spending more time with that person, looking at their body language, but more so the pupils. Are they dilating or are they constricting? The tone of their voice, and asking people how they feel. All of this now allows us to create better connections with one another. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy yourself. We are here, Infinite Waters, diving deep. Once again, stay well, stay healthy. Peace.